For most people, social media represents brainless entertainment when there's nothing left to watch on Netflix and your friends are all gone out partying and you have nothing left to do. You watch endless content on social media to keep your poor, fragile little brain from feeling lonely. But for some people, social media represents a potential opportunity for fame and fortune, to express the beauty of your ideas to the masses, and in response, get massive attention, massive ad revenue, money, and potential real-life fame and fortune. But for advanced thinkers like you, for advanced intellectuals like you, people like you that understand human nature much better than everybody else, social media represents a window of massive opportunity, a window into the psyche of everybody that is desperate for attention, a window into the nature, a raw, unfiltered view of human nature in its most basic form. Evolutionary psychologists tell us that way back in the day, there's 3 basic needs of humans. And we still have these 3 basic needs today. But we are only aware of 2 of them. The only 2 needs that we are consciously aware of is food and sex. Of course, back in the old days, food and sex represented pretty much everything. Food represented food and safety and shelter, and sex represented relationships and all the good feelings we get from relationships. But in modern times, food is kind of a proxy, or money is a proxy for food, and the stuff we can buy that provides safety and everything represents a proxy for food. But in the real ancient life of our brains, the 2 basic needs are food, or the stuff we need in life to survive, and sex, sexual expression, romantic expression. But there's a 3rd deep need that nobody really recognizes because it lives deeply in our subconscious. And this is the need that is expressed everywhere in society. In the book, The Elephant in the Brain, they showed carefully how everything in society is very, very inefficient. And it's very inefficient because our brains only are aware of these 2 things that we think we're chasing: food and sex, and all the things, all the modern representations of these 2 things. But this deeper need, which supersedes these 2 other needs, is the real thing that we're always chasing. And that is status. An expression of our ego, to say my ideas are better than your ideas. Because in ancient societies, whoever could do that the best, whoever could express their ego the best, whoever could express their ego the most persuasively, whoever could express your ego with the most frame strength, that person would get the highest status. And as a result of that high status, you would get food and sex. But for some reason, evolution put this unrelenting desire for ego expression, evolution put this unrelenting desire for status deep in our subconscious, so we would never truly realize this. Because the best way to express our ego is to convince ourselves that we are helping other people. This is what the anthropologist Robert Trivers donated to the Equation of Human Nature back in the day. A fantastic example of a scientific idea that is outright rejected at first, and then slowly accepted, and then seen as obviously true. So here we are in modern times with this deep, ancient drive to express our ego, to say, my idea is better than your idea. But we keep this drive hidden from ourselves, and we think all we need is food and sex and money and all the things money can buy, and sex and all of the wonderful things associated with sex, like relationships and emotional intimacy and emotional connections and etc. But social media has shunted all of this. Social media has essentially destroyed this because social media allows people to unrelentingly express what they think is awesome about themselves without any real-time feedback, without any pushback from anybody else. Back in the old days of hunter-gatherers, if you wanted to express your opinion into the world, if you want to persuade other people why your opinion was better than their opinion, you had to do that in a face-to-face situation while they were doing the same thing in real time. But social media has removed this obstacle. Social media has made it easy for anybody in the safety of their own home, in the safety of their own car, to blast away on their phone an opinion that they believe is better than everybody else's opinion, an opinion that they believe is more insightful than everybody else's opinion, an opinion that they believe is more well-formed than everybody else's opinion. And this creates a massive entertainment juggernaut. And you can sit at home and scroll and scroll and scroll and look at all these different people with these different opinions and then try it yourself. But this is as far as most people go. Most people watch the opinions of others and then maybe they might try themselves to express their own opinions. But for somebody like you, somebody who is an advanced understander of human nature, someone who has spent a lot of time practicing and mastering hypnotic language patterns, somebody like you can see this as a huge opportunity to give people something in real time, something that they've been missing. Because this deep drive to express yourself, to get opinion, even for the people that are super famous on social media, is getting absolutely destroyed today. Our instincts crave real-time, face-to-face, emotional, social recognition for our opinions. But even if you're famous on social media, you express your opinions in the safety of your home when you're all by yourself. And then you have to wait and see if your video, if your TikTok, if your YouTube video, if your Instagram post gets a lot of views and feedback and likes. And this is a detachment from what your ego wants. Your ego craves real-time feedback, expressing opinions and seeing in real time the validation and recognition on the faces of other people. But nobody is getting this today. This is where you can step in and fill the void. Because what everybody is expressing on social media is what everybody wants in real life. Which means if you go out in public and you talk to people in real life and you see all of the real people that you see in the real world and you see all of them as desperate to express their opinions and get real-time validation for the awesomeness of their opinions, for the awesomeness of their own description of how they are the hero of their own story, you can make them feel fantastic. You can give them the experience of a lifetime. Simply by listening to people talk, simply by letting them flex their ego in real time in public and giving them validation for their ego desires, for their ego fantasies, you can give other people the experience of a lifetime, and they will think of you as the experience of a lifetime because everybody is walking around today desperate to be recognized. This deep ancient ego need has been around since the dawn of time. But in most people today, it is being absolutely ignored because social media has destroyed our natural communication instincts. But you can feel the gap. You can fill the gap. You can fill the gap with your listening skills. You can fill the gap with your presuppositional language skills so you can elicit and validate their deep ego needs. You can make people feel fantastic because of the experiences you have, because of your insights into human nature. This is the opportunity that awaits you outside in the real world if you would only seize this opportunity, if you would only use your language patterns to elicit the dreams and desires from other people and give them validation through your powerfully crafted linguistic presuppositions that you can use to validate their ego and make them feel fantastic because of you.